Everything in your life is connected to the breath. It's the fundamental dimension that connects everything. In yoga, it's called prana, the energy, that one thing that moves everything. And pranayama, it's learning to master that. If you learn to master and control your breath, you control your mind, your emotions, your body, and so you control everything. And if you can control how you work internally, you can control your experience of life, how you respond. And so this means you become a master of your life. And so in this period, I was just doing my meditations as always. And after a while, I noticed, yes, the importance of rest. Of course, everybody talks about breath. And then I was thinking, what Wim Hof says is, yes, it's all about the breath. And then all these different kriyas, meditations we do, they're all about the breath. And then I was figuring out, but also being present. As Eckhart Tolle says, the presence is all about the breath. If you want to become present, you need to focus on the breath. And then I was thinking, yes, also for performances in sports, it's all about the breath. Everything is about the breath. And I was thinking, man, is breath really that important? I started making some researches, buying books, doing some stuff, and also some inner work. And I noticed, yes, of course, it's the only thing you have. If you think about it, in yoga they say it's the bridge that connects the inner dimension with the outer dimension. And if you think about it, if you don't eat for a few days, that's fine. If you don't drink for 1 or 2 days, okay. But if you don't breathe for a few hours or for a few minutes, there's no way you you wake up again. And so that's the most fundamental thing. That one intelligence that created life, that one motor, that one battery, that one energy, however you want to call it, that one thing that moves everything, starts from the breath. Life starts from the breath, at least how we know it. And people say it's oxygen. No, it's not just oxygen. Actually, it's even carbon dioxide has a super important role. There are many different things that come to importance in oxygen in the breath. But after a bit of research, a few suggestions, a few tips that I want to give you on how to master the breath is, of course, make your research. Understand that breath is the most fundamental thing. If you don't focus and learn to master your breath first, no matter your diet, no matter how you move, your sadhana, your physical existence, everything, it doesn't matter if you don't have set the fundamentals right and properly first. So make it a priority and make your research. I suggest you the Oxygen Advantage, the book. I suggest you Breath as a book. I suggest you The Power of Breath as a book. I suggest you the Bhagavad Gita. I suggest you many different books that talk about it. I will link them in the description if I remember to put them. And I really suggest you also to try and just figure out on your own experience, in your own inner experience, how important the breath is. And try to play with it a bit. For example, when I discovered it first with the presence thing, learning to watch the breath, not controlling, watching it during meditation is just a way to be more present and to exit your thoughts, exit your mind. And so this helped. It's a way, that constant moving thing that you can actually focus on to be able to, this flow of energy that makes you alive is what you can focus on in order to exit your mind and be present. And also I noticed when doing afterwards the Wim Hof method, then you can do different types of breathing patterns to cure yourself from things. There were yogis that used it to breathe and make incredible things with their bodies. People that used it to do incredible things with their minds, their emotions. People that warmed themselves. People that used it, there was a girl that actually healed herself from deep scoliosis. Another person that said many different people did so many different things with the breath. And unfortunately, the researchers there were always researchers in the past doing some research about the breath, but nobody took it that seriously besides yogis. And so scientifically, the medics always try to focus on the problem of the breath and how to fix that, but never on what you can build by focusing on the breath. And so you can do many different things with many different breath works and different types, or even just, becoming aware of the breath. The Buddha actually said, if you want to be enlightened, one thing that you can do is pay attention to the gap between inhalation and exhalation, and understand that at that point, if you have awareness, after some time, bam, you will understand the whole existence. So there is a real power on the breath. It's not just physiological, it's not just mental, it's also spiritual, it's also energetically important. And one thing that I can give you as a suggestion first is learn to also breathe properly. So you need to set the foundation first. Make your research, breathe properly, and then learn breath work, how to use it during meditations. For example, during my Kriya, you use it in different ways to create different results. And you need to, master the inhalation, the exhalation, the retention, the without air, with air, and also in performance. You can understand to make your lungs capacity better, which helps with longevity and using your body more efficiency. It's connected to the cardiovascular system. It helps you to get into the parasympathetic nervous system instead of the sympathetic. So you go from a sense of rest, from a sense of fight or flight to a status of rest and digest. And as I always say in my videos, if you want to create something good, you need to first learn to be good. It's always being and then doing from there and then having. You can't do the opposite. If you focus on having first so that you can do things, or do things so you can have things, so that you can be, so you are fulfilled, you will never do that because you are a slave of those two things. You learn first how to be properly. And I noticed that creativity and being the highest version of yourself, no matter what you want, even in manifestation, in everything, it's all connected to feel good now, being in the rest and digest status, which is very much connected to the breath. And if you learn to breathe properly, you also sleep better, you rest better, you learn to be in a state of fearless ease, no expectance, no expectations. You're just at ease. And so from there you can create things because you're already fulfilled by yourself. And so you don't create from a sense of lack, but you create and you act from a sense of wanting to share your abundance, your fulfillment. You don't need things. You want things, it's okay, but you don't need things. You're just there, letting life passing with you, through you, and you are more present. There are many different benefits. And scientifically, there are also huge amounts of benefits by breathing properly. What to do? First of all, learn to breathe with your nose. You breathe 16 to 18 times better with your nose. So learn to focus on breathing with your nose. If you struggle to do it during nighttime, and it's the main place where people get a lot of diseases, chronic diseases, apnea, bad breath, or even, don't sleeping properly, anxiety, many different things, allergies, asthma, you need to learn how to shut your mouth while you're asleep and having the correct posture and oral posture. And you do that by learning to breathe properly during the day, becoming aware if you are breathing correctly through the nose, and also by doing some exercises or even taping your mouth during the first day. So you need to make your body conscious and habitual to breathe in that way. There are different things you can do. So learning to breathe through the nose. How? Gently, slowly, controlled, and less. Actually, there are a lot of research that says that the oxygen you get in No matter how much you breathe, it's almost kind of always the same, but the way you use it efficiently changes dependently also on how much carbon dioxide you have. So you need to learn to breathe less and learn to breathe deeper from the diaphragm, from the belly. So learn to relax the muscles of your belly and just breathe from here. Expand here, here, here. Breathe from here. Breathe from below. Leave your relaxed shoulders there and breathe. The next thing is how to breathe is having the correct posture. Learn mewing if you never mewed. You need to have your oral posture right. You need to be straight, open chest, relax your muscle, relaxed shoulders, and be a bit tucked in. Learn to have a good posture while you're sitting, while you're sleeping, while you're eating, while you're working, and also while you are just living life around. So just have a good posture, learn to be there, straight, work on your strength here of the spinal, the spine, and learn to have the oral best posture you can. You do that by mewing, which means your tongue needs to touch the roof of your mouth, and it needs to touch it by a suction negative type of motion. So it's not that you need to forcefully put your mouth on the roof. It's just that you need to find a way to just let it sit there on resting all the time. You do that, for example, by doing this exercise, saying the N letter, and just putting your tongue tip there, and then swallowing it, sucking your mouth, even putting there in the back, and then just keep sucking until you kind of, with not tighten too much, lips okay closed, your teeth not touching too much, just slightly, and just sucking like this. By this you learn to expand slowly the cavities and the air ways of your mouth, of your face, and you will see you'll slowly with this better posture learn to breathe better, and also it has immense benefits for your health and wellness in general, and also for your beauty. If you don't know it, most people in the after the 19th century, or even just after the industrialization of things, we never, with chewing less things, with more processed foods, with the invention of office work and these different things that ruin our posture, our strength in this area, and also different things, basically we learn to breathe less, and also slowly slouching in, and so you end up wanting to go there to have better and more open airways. And so it's all these sort of things. Your mouth and your cavities become smaller, your chin goes there, your nose goes down, everything goes bad. You see all these people in the past, they had perfect teeth, a very big and strong jawline, and jaw and face muscles, and good posture, and that was mostly also because of the breath and the chewing and these things. So you need to work on that. So, and how to breathe? Good posture, good oral posture, learn to sleep properly with this posture, breathe gently and slowly. How much to breathe? Breathe during your rest time. Whenever you become aware that you're not breathing like that, just keep returning back to the breath during the day. 5.5 seconds inhaling, 5.5 seconds exhaling. This is called coherence breathing. It is said that it's the perfect breath, basically. Many benefits. And during your workouts, if you want to expand your lungs, which is connected to longevity and efficiency in your body and cardiovascular system in general, you need, and also stimulation of the vagus nerve. This coherence breathing stimulates the vagus nerve, which is also what makes you more in rest and digest status. But during your performance, try to work with less oxygen. So for example, if you run, try to work out, for example, 2 steps of the run breathing in, 4 steps breathing out. So you need to slowly train your brain and your body to work with less oxygen and more carbon dioxide, which means you expand your capillaries, you expand your efficiency of using oxygen and using the breath. And so you need to use less energy and use less pump of the heart and use less air, use less oxygen to do the same thing, so you boost performance. So in a rest moment, coherence breathing, 5.5 seconds in and 5.5 seconds out. During sleep, same. And during performance, more out than in. While to train, to better your VO2. And good posture, do everything, learn to chew properly, learn to eat properly, learn to have good posture, standing and stuff, and then need some breath work. If you want to add up on things, once you master the basics, then you can work on different types of meditations and breath works in order to be more present, reach different things, etc. But this is for another video. You can learn the Wim Hof method, you can learn to improve your stress, better your stress, become more present, expand your energy, different things. But this is just the basics, which is something that you will see has so many benefits that you will feel right away. Through the nose, gently, and with performance depth. Learn to breathe with and have a good posture also during the night, and you will see immense results. Thanks guys for watching. Let me know in the comments what do you have. If you have any questions, DM me privately on Instagram if you have any questions that you want me to ask privately. Subscribe and see you in the next videos.